Hey, I'm just wanting to share on this fixing to be stormy day and just sitting out and meditating and thinking, um, and just watching and being in this place with the weather and outside and the environment. And you see the wind and it's fixing to thunder and just all thunderstorms and just feeling all the energy of this that's going on in the birds and all the activity and just feeling in it and being in it. And it makes me think about, all these opportunities, I guess, that's coming online that you see with, oh, do this, buy this, be in this program or do this retreat. And all those things are good. But sometimes, and it might just be my filter and my experience in my own life, where you're like, oh, I need that to be better, and oh, I need that to have peace, and I need to manifest like that person, and I need to have these things, so I need to do that. Instead of, because that was me. And what I'm realizing, because we're in a hard place with a family member that's end of life things going on and declining health. And it gives me a different perspective of being in this life instead of always chasing. We're always chasing the next best thing instead of what's going on right now. What can I be grateful for? Not that I'm looking for, okay, what do I need to be grateful for, but what can I embrace and sit in that, being positive or maybe hurtful, whatever it is, and being in that and seeing the beauty in it, instead of chasing things, because we're in this time in our life where you're taking care of your parents and it's hard. And I'd always hear people say, oh, it's hard. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's hard. No, it is effing hard. And you're with them every day and dementia's kicking in and they don't understand and you're having to make decisions for them, but yet they can kind of understand some things and then they freak out and then they're paranoid and then you're taking them to the hospital for every little thing and then their health is declining and on and on and on. And taking the time to, I come to nature, this is where I connect to God, to the divine, and being in nature for me, and then seeing my husband, being with his dad, and it's hard, but yet being in it instead of like, oh, I need to be doing all these things, being in this hard place, you withdraw, and some people are like, oh, you can't withdraw, you got to always, but there's something sacred about that, withdrawing into yourself and really feeling yourself and what is going on and using your third eye, to really introspect what's going on and feeling that and being in the moment, embracing it. Because what I'm seeing and what I'm finding in this sacred place is seeing the little things. Seeing how where my husband and his dad did not have a good relationship. He was tough. He was a good dad, but he just it was rough. And there was no really relationship there. They had a relationship, but it wasn't close. And it was one that he was always feeling like he was never good enough and, you know, whatever. And so and he put a lot of pressure on himself. And so there was distance, as we were adults and there was just distance there. And I mean it wasn't distance emotionally. And so as his health is declining, I've seen my husband rise up and be there every single day, being tender with his dad, helping his dad to understand and making those hard decisions, for his dad and having those hard conversations. And we've had people around us for help and support, and but my husband is the main bearer of this. And to be in this place and seeing it as being sacred, as having that connection, instead of focusing on, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. And, he's taken off from work a lot. And it's just being in the place of being thankful for what's given to us, this opportunity, instead of focusing on, oh my God, I'm not manifesting. Oh my God, I'm not having these things. I'm not having this, all this greatness in my life. We need to redefine some things. Um, is what is sacred. And I want to be in this life, in my experience, instead of trying to have someone else's experience for me. And, I think a lot of people are not comfortable with themselves. And I want to be a person that is comfortable with myself, being with myself and being in this experience, going through the hard times and waking up and going through them instead of dreading it, is being in it. And the thing that I learned at church was being with sick family members or being around sick loved ones is that you pray for them, you do things for them. You drop off this book, you write them scriptures and put on their mirror for them to quote, and you do these things, and you send people over to pray, or you tell them to go to all the prayer meetings, to be healed. But who are the ones that come and sit with them and be like, I'm here to wipe your bottom. I'm here to cry with you. I'm here just to sit in the quiet with you. Whatever it is you need to do to find peace, to process, to whatever it is. Because in this world we're always pushing them to be something. I'm pushing you to fight. I'm pushing you to this, to be better. You got to be better. Why do we try so hard to fix other people and to make other people better when what do our family relationships look like? What's going on with our own experience in this world? And so it's sad for me that I was a part of that in church. I did that very thing. You pray for them, you give them food, you drop it off, you do all these things, which are good. They're not bad things. But to me, our life experience is so much more than dropping a casserole off. It's connecting, asking those hard questions. Not, how you doing? Fine. Okay, good. How you feeling? Better? Okay, good. What's life like today for you? What's your hope like? And talk about those things to connect deep with people. Anyway, that's my journey. I don't know if it's everybody's journey. This is my filter. I don't know if it's everybody's filter, but it's just where I'm at. And I love to connect with people. And I think honestly, everybody wants that connection of, I just want to be known. I want to be seen and I want to be heard. But how well are we at seeing other people, hearing other people, and validating other people without having the first or the last word? Can we do that? Do we always interrupt them? Do we always feel like we have to talk? Do we fix them? Or do we be like, hey, I see you. It's kind of like the birds. They don't want us to talk to them. Just to see them, acknowledge them, admire their beauty. We all have beauty, right? So I encourage y'all and I challenge you to Go within to where you're comfortable with being with other people. Just be with them instead of fixing them, giving them words of encouragement. There's nothing wrong with that. Just listen to your heart. You can feel what other people are needing and are wanting. And maybe it's just to smile and say, "You're beautiful. You look good. You smell good. Have a great day. How's work going?" Whatever it is, connect with people. Connect with yourself. Connect with people. And love the life you have. Enjoy the life you have, because the more you do that, the more the door is open for you to experience life to the fullest. So have a great day, whatever it is. I see you, I hear you. Be the best you today. Bye bye.